Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. So my webcam is currently faulty and you guys won't be seeing my face this week. But the topic that I'm going to talk about this week is about RSI Bamm. So in this video, I will talk about what is the RSI Bamm and how to trade the RSI Bamm on this setup on Euro Dollar, which could happen next week on Monday. Yep. So I will be reviewing some of the setups that I talked about 2 weeks ago. And I will preview also a few setups that's likely to happen next week. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'll start off by reviewing some setups that I talked about 2 weeks ago. So the first one I want to talk about is on Kiwi Dollar, where I waited about 2 weeks before this bullish bad pattern completed. If you attended my webinar just last Wednesday on the 12th, we were actually waiting for this setup to complete, on that very day. So what happened eventually was the price actually came down to our reversal zone and boom, touch and go. Yeah, you can see how precise reversal zones are based on the way we predict it using Fibonacci. Yeah, so once it touches, straight away it went up. I'm not sure what was the news. Hit TP1 within 8 hours, and next week is likely to come to our profit target to 7020. When this trade completes 100%, likely you're gonna make about 107 pips off this trade alone. Yeah. Okay, so this was a great setup. 2 weeks of waiting and a very precise entry. I also talk about 2 yen trade. One is on the CAD yen and the other one is on the Aussie yen. But sadly, both setups did not come to my zone to sell, and it just fell off the cliff, and there was no trade on this. Yeah. 2 weeks back, I also talked about franc yen, where this one, I was doing a counter trend bullish shark setup. So what happened was that he actually went up to the profit target one of this small little shark on the H1 before falling off. Yeah. This retracement up to the 50 level is actually also the 5-0 pattern, which I will talk about in my future videos. This is a very powerful pattern. The same pattern actually happened on Euro Yen also. Yeah, Euro Yen, same thing. Initially I wanted to target the big levels, but after that I was looking at the trend, and generally I know that I'm doing counter trend. So middle of the week I posted that I'll be looking at 2 other levels to take profit. Yeah, so this is the smaller levels based on a smaller shark. Yeah, so it actually went to my first target profit, completed the 5-0 pattern and fell off a cliff. Let me show you how it looks like. 118.05 was the first profit target. Perfect. Touch and fell off the cliff. This is a 5-0 sell. Yeah. So from these 2 weeks of trading, I understand the power of trend, and I'll be looking to take more trades which are with the trend. Yeah. Okay, so I covered what I talked about 2 weeks ago. Now I'm gonna preview a few setups that's likely gonna happen. First off, I want to talk about the Euro USD, which is completing this RSI Bamm setup. Okay, so Euro USD, let me go to the chart. Yep. Okay, as you can see, this is on the H4 chart. What I realized is that the price has generally respected this channel. If I go into the daily chart, it looks more obvious. Daily chart channel. Okay, so I can actually move this a little bit lower. Yeah, something like this. Outlier, the low. Yeah. So right here, for Euro Dollar, what I see is that we are at the low of the channel right here. Okay. So on the H4 chart, I don't see any setups that I can be trading. There's no pattern, you're just buying off the low of a channel. That's not strong enough. So I actually go down to the lower time frame to see if there's any setups based on harmonic theory which I can use. So what I see is that this part here, Okay, so what I can see is that at this low here, the price actually did a W. This W at the RSI oversold zone, this is what we call RSI Bamm. So it must form a W, go up minimally to the 50. In this case, it went up to 65, and come back down to touch the oversold zone at 30 again. The second time that it comes down to touch, it must be a sharp retest of the oversold zone. And once the price comes, reverse and gets back up above the oversold zone on RSI, that's our trigger to go long. That's called the RSI Bamm trigger. Yeah. So in this case, I'm going with the daily channel, and I have RSI Bamm at the low of the channel. So next week, a few things could happen. First one is the one that I want. It comes down to the green zone, last week's low. If it completes the RSI Bamm, it touches the oversold with a sharp retest. It comes out of the zone, I enter long. Stop loss and profit target is all in the post. You can actually check out my trading view and my profit target. Everything is calculated in advance. Yeah. Second thing that could happen is that the price just comes down, breaks below this zone convincingly, and the RSI does not come up, and that the trend has changed, and it has turned bearish. That means it's a breakdown, a very clear breakdown. Yeah, it could actually form a W again, then you should be continue waiting for a good level to go long. But right now, I'm looking to buy, and I want this setup to complete. But if it does not complete, I don't have a trade, and I skip the whole setup. Yep, hope this is helpful to you. Right, next setup I want to talk about is on pound, euro pound. So euro pound, I'm looking to buy off this bad pattern at 84.95, somewhere around that zone. So next week, take note, once it comes to this zone, wait for a reaction at this PRZ. Wait until the price leaves the RSI oversold zone before you actually enter. If it just breaks below the PRZ convincingly with a long big red candle, then you know that this setup has failed, and you will be not trading this setup. Yep. Profit target and stop loss is all on the chart. So good luck to you guys if you are trading the euro pound. Okay. Last but not least, I want to talk about pound Swiss. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Let me go to the chart itself. Okay, last Friday, for the pound Swiss, we have completed bad pattern to short right at 26.05. Yeah, but I did not get in. The reason, simple. Part of my own trading plan, my criteria to take a trade based on harmonic pattern is that the RSI should at least touch the overbought or oversold zone. So if you're selling, you have to come to overbought. If you're buying, you have to come to oversold. Yeah. So in this case, you can actually see that it actually went up to only 69, and it came down, but it's still going sideways. So next week, I'll be looking out for a retest of the 26.05. Sometimes it might overflow a little bit, goes up to 26, 20 or 30, it's okay. But what I would really want to see is that it comes to the overbought zone and it starts to fall off from the overbought zone. That's where that's my trigger to actually go short on this. Yeah. So my profit target, everything is here. Risking about 85 pips to make a minimum of 140 pips for profit target 1, and this is about 170 pips for profit target 2. Yeah, this is on the pound Swiss. Alright, so I'm done for this week. I have some announcement to make. The first announcement is that next week, Wednesday, webinar will be postponed for a week because I'll be away for vacation. So I'll be away with some of my family members, and I will not be able to conduct my webinar because I'm not sure if the Wi-Fi, the signal is good when at the place I'm at. So it's going to be an island. Yeah. So my apologies for that. Webinar sessions will continue 2 weeks later. On next week, Wednesday is on 19. On the 26th, the lesson will continue at 9 p.m. So I will see you guys there. Okay. Last but not least, Formation Seeker is a great software where they auto plot the patterns for you. So if you're interested in checking out this software, you can actually register for a free account. But if you have already checked this out and you would like a discount when you subscribe for this software, I will put in a form below the video. So fill in the form and you can gain access to the software I mean, you can get some promotions of the subscription. Yeah. So I'm done for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again next week. Goodbye.